Hey guys, how's it going? I'm here doing another knife review for you. So, here we go. Well, here I got the Victorinox Tinker model. This is just the normal Tinker. There are a few different varieties of the Tinker. I think there's the Deluxe Tinker also. But I'm a little bit sick right now, so don't mind me. But besides that, this is a pretty sweet well, I don't know if you'd classify it as a multi-tool. Maybe you would, maybe you'd just classify it as a knife with extra features. I kind of classify it as a knife with extra features because really you can't do a whole lot of stuff with the tools that they give you. I mean, sure, you could, it's nothing like having like a Leatherman Wave or something like that, which actually I got coming to me pretty soon. Should be here, I don't know, 5 days or so. So, besides that, here are all the features. So, it's a two-handed opening knife, so it's kind of tough to open with one hand. Maybe I can do it. Okay, I don't recommend doing that. But here you've got a pen blade kind of style. I'd say it's drop point, but I actually modified it to be more Tanto, if you can see there. I filed it down a little bit and put a new edge on it, and it's a lot more angular towards the tip than it would be on a normal one. And it's made out of like a pretty soft steel. I think you could relate it to like 1095 or something like that. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure about that, but I think it's pretty good steel, you know. I actually like it a lot because soft steels are the easiest for me to sharpen on my sharpening stone. And this knife is actually probably the sharpest of all my knives right now. Well, maybe not, but it's close. So, there's your normal knife blade. The average person will probably use this the most, but I don't, because I always carry a knife on me. This is just something I carry extra in case I need to use it. Or if I want to, like, abuse the knife on it, because I do abuse it. So, besides that, you have, hold on a second, you have a bottle opener right here. You can see it's it'll work. It's got a cool little hook on there for you to kind of pop underneath and just pop your tops off like that. It works pretty well. And then on the end here, you have a large screwdriver and a wire stripper towards the bottom. And then you have a can opener. Same side. Okay, this is going to be tough. Okay. So here's your can opener that you have. Well, you know, I've used it to open a few cans when backpacking. I think I opened a can with it. It works pretty well. You kind of got to, like, go like that with it in order to open the can. And, and you stick this little thing underneath the lip of the can, and then your blade kind of works the edge. And it's got a little fine screwdriver on it, which is probably actually a really useful tool. I find myself using the screwdriver on the end of that quite a bit. Then on the same side, you got a pen blade, a little one. I think this is actually a 2-inch pen blade, and it works pretty well. It's kind of like for your fine detail cuts. When whittling, I usually use this knife to whittle because I just think it works pretty well. And I use this one the most when I'm whittling through stuff. Then you got a Phillips screwdriver here. And you can, I find this is a sweet design because you can like use your hand like this and work your, while you're screwing like that. and it works pretty well because it gives you a lot of leverage. I think it's a mid-size, but it works pretty well. Then you got a leather punch slash awl. I would describe it as that. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a chisel ground thing with a little hole in the center. I think you can actually use that hole to maybe thread something through, like a thick canvas or something. I don't know for sure. It might work. But, yeah, you know, I never really use it. It's probably the least used tool. And then you have little slots here, but, these actually had, this side had a toothpick, and this side had tweezers, but you can never hold on to those things. They're like, keeping them, you pretty much win a world record if you can keep them for longer than like 3 months. So, besides that, you got your lanyard hole up here. And this is probably the most useless lanyard hole in the history of lanyard holes, because you can't even thread 550 cord through that, and you could barely thread like a single string through that. So, if you want to attach a lanyard to it, you have to go through the trouble of finding a small key ring, putting it through there, and then making your lanyard on that key ring, which I think is pretty stupid. Unless you buy like a brand new tool that comes with like a pretty good sized key ring, then it's pretty easy to do. So, besides that, you got your plastic handles on the outside, plastic handle scales. It would be pretty cool to take these off and put like brand new custom scales on there made out of like G10 or something, but really, why go to the trouble? It's just like a $25 Swiss Army knife. Even though it's a cool knife, I think that these plastic ones are pretty cool anyway. So, there we go. That's basically my review of the Victorinox Tinker basic model. Well, there you go, guys. See you later. Bye.